Hey everybody, this is Doug with Walters Works coming at you with another little sample, a little tutorial of a tool that I use in my work doing web and graphic design, social search, internet marketing, training, consulting on all aspects of getting your presence on the web and making sure that you are making an impact and engaging your audience with the messages that you're putting out there. So again, this is a tool that I use called Canva. It's at canva.com, like canvas, just without the last S. Canva.com. And within Canva, you have the ability, it's not Photoshop. It's not a thing that you're going to use to necessarily edit graphics, but it is going to be a graphic design tool that we can use to create all kinds of graphics for use on the web and even for print. Now Canva has branched out and started to produce print uh, literature, print information, print graphics, etc. So I'm logged into my account here in Canva, and as you can see, right at the top, we have the ability to create a design, and it knows the designs that I often create the most. It's social graphics. So we have everything from Facebook posts to 800 by 800 pixel generic social media posts to Twitter headers and Facebook covers. But if you want more, you've got more. You click the little plus and now it expands. So it goes all the way into the different social media like Pinterest and Tumblr and Instagram. It goes to documents, everything from US letter to yearbooks to A4 to letterhead and magazine covers, even resumes, blogging and ebooks, marketing materials, and then social and email headers, event documents, and advertisements. If you're running ads on a website, you can use a wide skyscraper, a large rectangle, a leaderboard. It's all here. And if you can take a look, when you hover over one of these, it shows you how many pixels tall and wide your graphic is going to be. And that's really important because you always want to make sure that you're sizing your graphics properly for the medium that you're going to insert them into. If I wanted to put something out on social media, I wouldn't do something that necessarily would be, like a leaderboard, 728 by 90. It's really short and wide. That's not going to look good when it shows up on someone's Facebook feed. Facebook needs something that's more along the lines of 940 by 788. So Canva does that work for you. It offers you these different sizes. And if you need custom sizes, you can click a little button here and insert a custom width and height, whether it's in pixels or inches or millimeters, whatever works for you. Okay? So that is how you can create a design in Canva. Let's just set one up like it's a Facebook post. So I'm going to open up a new Canva graphic that's got the Facebook post size. And when this opens up, you'll see we have right off the bat what they call layouts. Canva offers some layouts for free and some that cost money. So for example, when you hover over them, they'll show you that, what in the bottom right corner, whether they're free or if they cost money. And you can also look at information on each of them. It'll show you who the author was. It'll show you how much it costs. So a one-time use, one image, $1, right? And it includes these assets. It has an ID. It has keywords, right? So they do a really good job of putting together some pre-formatted Canva layouts for you. So if you wanted to, you could just click on one and it would appear here in your editing window. So if I wanted to, then I could go in and I could actually change different elements of this to customize it and make it my own. If I wanted to, say, change the background color, I can select from their default palette, which would be any of these colors, or if I know a hex code or I want to use something a little bit more hands-on to pick the right color, I can choose the little plus sign here, go into my document colors, and either enter a hex code, like 1489 CD is my favorite color ever, or you can even just click and drag around this little palette here, and that's going to help you find the right color for you. Cool, right? So that's how we would use Canva. And you could even move things around, right? So like this little graphic here, I could move. So I could move the little guy, and I could move his hat over to the right. I could change the text here just by clicking on it. I can say whatever I want. I could say happy anniversary. Okay. And then I can change the text size to make it fit. So really easy to use. All these layouts here available for you, most for free. Some are premium, but they don't cost a lot. I mean, if you're working on a project, what's $1? What's $1 for a use here? And if you want, you can change layouts. I'm working in one layout. Okay, I want to replace it with a different layout. I'm going in a different direction. Poof, done. Okay, now I can go in here and I can edit this text. I can edit these graphics, whatever. It's got a background image. That's how you can go in and do this stuff. It's really exciting. It's really cool. Now let's say I want to get rid of everything. So we'll just click and drag. We'll highlight it all. We'll delete it. What if I want to create something on my own? I got a lot of different options here. You can go in and you can create backgrounds. You can just add different background colors using, again, their default palette or the select your own palette. Okay, so again, I love 1489 CD. That's my favorite. If I wanted to, I could add not just a background color, but a background pattern. So let's say I want this pattern. Then I can also go in here and make it my favorite. Okay, so now I've just added this little, I don't know, watermelons or whatever, and I gave it my background color that I wanted. I could even, if we say get rid of the background, we can clear the background out, just make it a white background. I can make a photo the background as well. And I can do that, instead of using layouts, I'm going to use Elements. Elements offers free photos, and then there's grids, frames, shapes, lines, illustrations, icons, charts. Okay, if I want to, I can use a frame, and then you see here we have all these different sizes of frames and styles of frames. Okay, I just want one picture as my background, let's say. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to grab a photo frame and I'll drag it down. And now I can upload a photo, and I've got a bunch of them here. Let's just say I want to use this one of books. If I want these pictures of books to go into that frame, all I have to do is click and drag it over to the editor window into the frame. Poof, there it is. That's pretty cool, right? So I could do that to any of these pictures. I could do it to this picture. I could do it to this picture. I could just, whatever. I can make these my own. And then when you double click, you can kind of set the area that you want to be visible in the frame. Okay. So there we've got that. Now I can go in and I can continue to modify this. I can make it a little bit lighter by adding some transparency to it, about 50-50. Then I can go in and I can add some text. It has all kinds of different text styles, fonts. You can obviously manipulate the font size and color. So let's go in and let's say we want to insert some text here, and we'll just expand this and move it up to the upper left corner. And certificate of completion. And then let's add some more text down here in the bottom. And as you can see, when you move your text and your elements around, little guides appear on the editor window. So I can see, like, this would be perfectly centered, horizontally and vertically, okay? I could left align it and match it up with the edge of that first text that I put in, or I could move it down to the bottom. So those guides are really handy in helping you figure out how to make your design symmetric or to line up different edges and corners of things. So let's go ahead now. We've got certificate of completion, and then we'll change this text and say this certificate is awarded to, oh, actually it says is awarded to down beneath that. This certificate is awarded to, and then let's just add some regular text now. We'll just go and make our own. We'll center it up on the page. We'll change the font. Let's make it League Spartan, and we'll say Doug Walters. And I know this is terrible looking. I mean, if we wanted to, we could center these things so that they're not all left aligned. And move this in here. Doug Walters. And then we'll add some body text for completing a course on Canva. Okay? So, again, this is a really basic example. Maybe we want to get rid of that frame and we want to put a background back in here. We can add a background like this. We can increase the size of our font. We can make it bold. Right? So the possibilities here are limitless, and you can stack layers of things on top of each other. So we have a background, we have some text. Let's go in and let's find a little illustration maybe that would go well with this, okay? So we can either browse through all of their illustrations, which are endless, and again, most are free. There are some premium things out there. It's all good. Or we can do a search, right? So let's look for a computer. Now, all these ones that are pro, they're going to cost money. But as we go down, we find there are some free ones here. So let's just grab a free little computer icon, and we'll shrink it down. We'll put it over here. And then let's say we want one more. Let's grab a little Canva icon, and they have those. So when we close up our photos, let's see. Oh, we're still searching for computer. Let's search for Canva. Here we go, Canva. We'll grab a little free Canva logo, move it in here, and poof, right? So I've just made a very basic certificate of completion for a course on Canva and awarded it to myself. Now I can go in, I can name my file, course completion cert, and I could share this. I could share it socially with people by email, people by Twitter, Facebook. I can create a link to this design, or I can embed it into a website or whatever, or I can download it. So I can download it as a PNG file, a JPEG, or even a PDF, standard or for print. Or I can order prints. So if I want that to be printed out and sent to me, I can get them to do that on various sizes, and they'll send it right out to me. So that is a real quick lesson on Canva. Awesome tool, whether you're in business or not, whether you're doing it for professional purposes or for leisure or for a hobby. Canva is a great graphic design tool. Just in a couple minutes, I threw something together. Just imagine what you can do if you sat down for 30 minutes or an hour and worked on this. It's awesome. Again, it's not Photoshop. It's not for editing images, but it's really for combining text and graphics to make graphics that pop on your website, social media, or in print. So again, Doug Walters with Walters Works. Just wanted to show you something I use every day to do my work. I hope it's been awesome and helpful for you. I'll see you in future videos.